What is up, guys? It is the Citrus Panty here today, and I'm coming at you with a League of Legends commentary, playing some ADC, because why not? My main role, I gotta go play some ADC. I mean, at this point, if you've seen my League of Legends commentaries, more than half of them probably have been on the ADC role. Haven't done one with Jinx yet, though, so that should be pretty interesting to see if we can get a pretty good game on her. She's one of my more favorite ADCs. She's fun to play. She scales extremely well in the late game, and she's got a pretty versatile kit. She's got a slow, a snare, an execute ult, and a pretty cool Q. And I'll kind of go into more of that as the video progresses, but I guess we'll talk about it a little bit right now. Actually, before we do that, we gotta talk about the teams. So we got Nocturne in the jungle. We got Ahri in the mid lane, Shyvana up top, which I'm a pretty big fan of. I play Shyvana in the jungle. I don't usually play her top, but she's a good top laner. And Lulu as a support, and obviously me on ADC. The enemy team is rocking a Brand, most likely in the mid lane, a Morgana Caitlyn bot lane, a Cho'Gath top, and a Warwick jungle. Now that could change a little bit, maybe Cho'Gath mid, or Brand top, or Brand support, Morg mid. Dunno. Especially since the Morgana took Clarity, it's a little bit weird, considering that it's a weird spell to take in general, because it's really more useful in laning phase than anything. But with a Caitlyn, it's not like she uses that much mana. I guess it'll give not only Morgana more damage, or more mana for her spells, but also give Caitlyn more mana for her Q spamming that she usually does in lane. So we'll do that, and we'll get into lane. So I take Q first on Jinx because of its awesome passive that it gives, and also if you want to do some long-range engagements early on, your rocket launcher does that decently well. Alright, we're going to try to do some good trades here. That was a really good trade. Oh boy, gotta get the CS. Basically, on Jinx, your Q is for single target elimination. Oh boy, I didn't dodge that. I really should have. Okay, Lulu going in. If you're doing single target elimination, like if you're 1v1ing somebody or you just want to kill one single target, you should have your minigun out, because as you attack, you get more attack speed. This makes last hitting early on pretty easy. Not too hard to do because you have a lot of attack speed, so if you do end up messing up a last hit, you can usually turn around and just get it real quick. Oh, that Q damage coming out from Caitlyn though. Okay. They're pushing us up a little bit, which actually tends to happen whenever there's a Caitlyn in lane. A lot of times she's whatchamacallit, she is a zoning ADC. She'll zone pretty hard. What the heck? Shyvana's going in? Whoa! I mean, we could have went in there, but that was okay. I mean, she told me earlier in the thing that she was going in, but okay, yeah, we're not doing that. I mean, you told us, but like we weren't in the position to do anything. I mean, I was going to do okay. Oh boy, could be bad, boys. Okay, I'm just gonna go back for now. The problem there was that I don't know where our ward was. It must have been right here, but like we kind of were really uncoordinated there. I don't know. Like it wasn't. I mean, granted, she told us earlier that she was going in. I'm making a YouTube video, so I'm slightly distracted, but that's not really the main reason. The main reason there was that we were up here, and she teleports in. And like, if I went up, I probably would have just gotten killed. Morgana had her Q up, and really, they could have just gone all in on me and killed me, and then we would have been out of luck there. So I didn't go in, which might have been a mistake. Maybe we could have made some plays there. But thanks for Shyvana. Thanks, Shyvana, for trying. Yeah, you tried. Anyhow, the switching to rockets on Jinx is if you want to farm from afar, or you want to get some quick poke. But it's really good in team fights whenever you, usually one of two things. One, the team fight is so dangerous that you really can't get in close, so you have to stay far away. Then the rocket's a pretty good option to stay pretty far away and still get damage off. In addition, chasing after a team fight. So whenever a team, Jinx is really good at cleaning up, because once one kill or assist is gotten on Jinx, she gets a ridiculous amount of movement speed, and with the ridiculous range that she has on her rockets, she can chase after people really quickly and catch up to them really quickly and just do everything pretty brisk fashion, like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's basically just Jinx. Oh boy, I missed that. Now, I know that as an ADC, you're not really supposed to like auto-attack the minions for the most part. Like, you're supposed to let your minions hit their minions and only last hit the enemy minions. Which, I mean, I sometimes try to do it, but it's just too much fun to try to auto-attack off the minions. Plus, whenever I'm playing Jinx, you can get your passive to stack off of the attacking. So, I don't know, just attacking minions get your attack speed up, just in case you have to engage on the enemy. You have decently high attack speed. I'm going to level up my E, I guess, because, I mean, you don't need your E usually early on because it's not that useful in lane. It's good to, when you're training crowd control. Like, if Lulu gets a slow and then I snare on top of that, it's really good whenever you do that kind of thing. But, ouch. That hurts. Okay, oh, that clarity, though. Bringing out those mana heals. Those big plays. I'm gonna try to get some damage off on the support here. Also gonna try to get some damage off on the ADC here. Okay, this should be pretty good. Man, if only I had my ult. Now, this lane matchup I think is pretty good in our favor, for a couple of reasons. The biggest reason, obviously, I think is the most obvious one, is that Jinx outscales Caitlyn pretty hard as the game progresses. Also, I kind of just have more abilities to use. Caitlyn usually just auto-attacks and uses her Q in lane to do damage because her trap really doesn't do that much damage. It's used more of like, hey, I put this thing in the bush, and like, hey, I'm doing this. Whereas my W can be used really offensively to do a lot of damage, and it's got the utility slow. Oh my goodness, we're going in. We be going in, boys. Come on. Okay, slow. Maybe. No, get out of there, man. Get out of there. Anyway. The W has the utility slow, so I can chase people down really easily. And it does a lot of damage. My Q gives me more range than Caitlyn late game, if I need it. And it also gives me a little bit of an AD buff to my already probably high attack late game. And in addition, my E, I think my snare is a little bit more useful sometimes than Caitlyn's, because mine's more like instant and it has 3 of them and it zones better. Like, you can't usually put down a Caitlyn snare for an escape, but like you can put down a Jinx snare like right there, and they really can't chase, and like they can't chase after you unless they want to risk hitting one of the things and then getting snared and possibly getting killed. Also, Caitlyn ult is a single target. Decently good damage sort of thing. Oh boy, this could be bad. Yeah, that ult from Brand is really powerful. You know what's funny though? Like, if I just had like a couple more seconds, I could have just flashed away from that combo. But unfortunately, the Brand combo is really powerful. Or the Brand ult is really powerful, I should say that too. That was disastrous for us. I'm not exactly sure why Shyvana TP'd down, but Nocturne picking up the doubles and the triples. Oh my goodness! I don't know what Shyvana really wanted Lulu to do, because I mean Lulu's not really a damage dealer, and Lulu didn't even die, so I think it was a. I wouldn't say it was a good trade because I died, but Brand had to flash. Also, he died. I don't know. It was alright, I guess. Caitlyn died. Did Caitlyn get a kill? Caitlyn didn't get a kill, so it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. The Brand ult, whenever someone's near somebody else, it just keeps bouncing, similar to Ryze's E. And it is ridiculous. It is a lot of damage. On a single target, it's not even that good. But in team fights and in multiple targets, it is extremely good. So, he ended up getting the kill there. I thought maybe I could get away, but whenever you got something as good as that, not gonna get away. Anyway, back to the task at hand here. the Jinx ult versus Caitlyn's ult. Mine, I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure hers has a higher base damage, but mine scales with how low health the enemy is. So mine's more of an execute ult, and also it's an AoE, whereas Caitlyn's is only a single target and can be intercepted. A Jinx missile can obviously be intercepted, but the thing about it being intercepted... Oh, wait. Oh, boy! I'm flashing out of here real quick. The reason I'm flashing is just in case Morgana popped an ult, which would be detrimental to us. So, yeah, this is not exactly what I was looking for here. Okay, I'm gonna get that kill. Caitlyn's getting really greedy here, which Lulu should have ulted herself, to be honest. Okay, Warwick coming in. There, Lulu could have ulted herself and gave herself a huge advantage. She wouldn't have died. It's alright. I mean, she ulted me, so... Yeah. She said it was so lucky. Caitlyn was getting really greedy on that kill, so I probably could have gotten the kill anyway. Most likely. Without the ult. It might have been a little bit trickier if she was like eating away or something. But in general, I probably could have gotten the kill. If Lulu ulted herself, she would have not given Caitlyn a kill. Overall, though, I mean, I'm not going to complain. She did her job well. She helped me out in that fight. But also, the Jinx ult doesn't take you out of the fight for too long. Like, Caitlyn, you saw how she ulted at the beginning of that fight. It kind of took her out of the fight for a while. Because she has to, like, wind up. She has to get ready for it. And then she finally shoots it. But it takes you out of the fight for a little while. Because, you know, you're sitting there just aiming the frickin' sniper rifle at your enemy rather than doing anything productive. Oh, man. Okay, I'm actually going to go back to lane because I have my ult back and we might be able to make some big plays with Lulu. I might be able to make some big plays with Lulu. Is Nocturne top? Okay, Nocturne is top. Nocturne's going ham, though, in his lane. Not in his lane, in his jungle. In his role, he is going ham, I should say that. He's doing well. Nocturne in the jungle, I like it. I've actually never played Nocturne. It's funny because like I've played League of Legends a lot, and I've played pretty much every champion in the game, I'd say. Like pretty much every single one I've played at least once, even if I don't own them. However, I just straight up have not played Nocturne, ever. He seems really interesting though. He's got a spell shield, which is a really cool ability to have on a champion, because you can just basically completely block. Bam! Okay. Did I get anybody? I got somebody. I was trying to press heal, but I was stunned there, and I could not heal. I got a kill. I got a kill. Brand picking up so many kills. But if that was done a little bit better, we probably... If I maybe healed, I then ulted, or something. I don't know. I actually W'd and hit her, and then I hit my ult, which was a really good combo. I hit a lot of damage. And also, I do agree, Brand is getting fed, which is not good for our team and team fights. But, look at our Nocturne. He's 5-0. Also, I'm 3-2. Like, comparative to the enemy ADC, who's 1-2, I have more kills, double the CS, and 2 more kills, and better items, thus far at least. I accidentally clicked caps lock on my keyboard, and I was checking to see if I actually pressed it or not, and I did. And like I said, I'll just keep outscaling the Jinx, so as the game goes on, the difference between me and her will get bigger and bigger, and it will show in late game team fights. The good thing about Brand being fed is that his damage is ridiculous in team fights, but some of his things are jukeable, I guess. I mean, I'm going to go up here. Maybe. Oh, God. Oh, Nocturne going in. Getting some slows. Oh, boy. Can we chase this? No, we can't get him. No, Nocturne, we can't get him. It's not a good idea. What are you guys doing? chasing's not a good idea. Like, just don't do it. You're gonna die half the time. Like, hell, he got out of there. Just let him get out. Don't try to extend farther than you can possibly do it. Okay, I hear Warwick screaming. So... okay, Warwick coming in for a gank, it seems. This is pretty bad for me. Oh, making big plays. I 1v1'd him, but I think he was assuming. I don't know. I think what he did is he ulted Lulu, who was so low health. I don't think he needed to ult her, and he didn't have the ult to fight me with. So, as a result, he didn't really have anything to do there. Warwick's a pretty weak character other than having his ult. I don't personally like Warwick as a jungler. I think he's pretty weak in almost every single way. I mean, he's got a suppress, but I mean, that can come out from your mid. If you want a suppress, get Malzahar in the mid lane. He actually does damage in between that. And I mean, Warwick can be a decent tank and auto attack and do some damage, but like, he's just not as good as other junglers that bring a lot more to the table. Like, you think of people who can only gank with ult up. Well, like, Warwick can really only gank with ult up. Like, he can't do anything else. Like, he can run into lane and maybe help you get some damage off or something. But that's all he's gonna help you do. Ahri's ulting away, I think. I mean, we could rotate up to go help, but I think what we do is we punish the fact that they're all over there and we get the tower. The Jinx's Q is also really good for wave clearing. That's another reason why you'd use rockets, because you can clear entire waves at once. But you do have the way higher attack speed with your minigun. So as a result, Jinx is really good on comps that you want to push down towers really quick. You can get in really fast, push down a tower, and then get out because your passive, get excited, is ridiculous. They were out of lane for a while, so we ended up pretty much capitalizing on that. Morgana, and they're all mid, so we can actually keep capitalizing upon the fact that there's nobody here to stop us, at least as far as this goes. Oh, Pens fan 47. So like, they're not gonna stop this, are they? Okay, Cho'Gath's coming in, so I might want to watch out for that. But other than Cho'Gath, okay, Warwick and Cho'Gath, run, Lulu. Give yourself the movement speed buff. We'll get out. We'll get out. Bambi. All right, we out. The disengage on Jinx is actually decently strong because you've got the slow and you got the E. So if you do an E slow combo, I just don't want to go up against the Cho'Gath this game. It's just not something I want to do. I was thinking about voting Blade because in the meta right now, people seem to be playing a lot of tanks for some reason. But they're really the only tanky person with a lot of health on their team is going to be Cho'Gath. So 4 and 2 and 2. It's not really worth building. I'd rather have Bloodthirster on this build in particular. I'm going Phantom Dancer next because Phantom Dancer Infinity Edge is such a strong build on ADC, especially on Jinx, somebody who scales really well in the late game. I never really get Shiv on Jinx ever because with the idea that you're scaling in the late game, you've got to keep in mind that, I mean, Static Shiv is more like a mid-game kind of bursty item. Like, whenever you buy Static Shiv, you usually buy it on people who you want even more burst damage with. Like, Lucian. Lucian's a really bursty, kind of like caster ADC. And he's really powerful at that. So, Static Shiv just adds to the amount of damage that he already does. And as a result, it's a really strong item on him. You usually don't build Phantom Dancer on Lucian. It's just not something you do very often. When you get that tower, then we get the Warwick because he's doing stupid things and thinking that we'll get away with it. Boom! Oh yes, they get excited, getting right behind. Okay. Let's disengage a little bit here. I'm gonna shoot. Oh, they're shooting that brand from far away. Okay, I have heal up, so if I need to heal, we're good on that front. Nocturne's pushing bottom. That's a really good play by him because we're holding them up in the mid lane. Me and Ahri getting some CS here. Yeah, Nocturne's gone back. He shouldn't have too much opposition, to be honest. We're pushing mid because they kind of recalled. And they don't really have, unless they have home guards, they're not going to be able to get here super fast, although their base is literally like right there. So we want to watch for collapses or something, but potentially we have a really good play coming out here. Ooh, that's spell immune. Man, if that, whatchamacallit, if that charm actually landed without the spell immune, she would have been dead. I would have just slowed her, then, because she would be charmed, so the slow would pretty much hit 100%. I'm auto-attacking this thing to get wards off, although I probably should be auto-attacking Dragon, to be honest. Get out of there, Lulu. What are you doing there? Alright. Did they get it? No, Nocturne got it, okay. So we should focus Brand, because he's doing a ridiculous amount of damage. There's the double kill coming out from me. Should probably back out of the fight for now. We are doing our job well. We are getting ridiculously far into that scaling that we need to be getting into. Ooh, okay. Another kill. That guy's asking Shiv to go full tank. I do think Shiv should go full tank in general, but like you should build something offensive, and she's putting Ravenous, which pretty good actually. Ravenous on her is pretty good. I'll wait. A good thing. A good man. Although I think I'm editing a video after this. We're not editing one, but I'm just gonna be rendering one, so not gonna be playing right after. We are 7-2. And the enemy ADC is 1-3. That's a big thing. Now, the good thing here is that Brand is kind of fed. He's 9-2. He's doing better than I am. However, Brand is somebody who does a lot of damage to a lot of people in team fights, put a lot of damage out, but usually, especially since I'm in the back line, and we have a Shyvana on our team, and a Lulu that can ult me, usually Brand is not going to be that guy who 1-to-100s me. He's not Zed, he's not Talon, he's not LeBlanc. He can't just go in, one-shot me, and get out. He's going to have to kind of like stay there and make some plays. Whereas, if he gets crowd controlled, and I can just auto-attack him a few times, he should be down for the count. Especially with my build taking off with flying colors. Alright, I'm going to come around here. If we can get some sort of engage here, really easy kills probably coming out from this mid lane, especially since our Ahri is doing so much damage at this point. Ooh, that's slow on Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is pretty tanky at this point though. I do a lot of damage to him. With those rockets, you can't get away from those rockets. Lots of range on those. We're actually doing pretty well here in the fact that we have a pretty good defending team. Like, I have a lot of range on my auto attacks. Oh. I'm gonna shoot that. Oh, that's not. Oh, dang it. Shyvana engaged, but I got snared. Oh, man, Shyvana. It's a bad news for you. And I'm coming in here pretty late to the party. Ahri, you have any more ults? Oh, my goodness. Okay. What a good push. Okay. What a good team fight. We have minions coming down. Okay, yeah. We have minions coming down, so I can like get rid of these in the lane, and we can push down this tower pretty easily, actually. Especially since I'm here, and Jinx is, like I said, really good at pushing towers down. So we should be able to get this and move on to other objectives. Dragon up in 253. I'm gonna steal Raptors. Why not? See like the rockets, you can clear the little ones, and then you switch to the switch to those. I'll clear top, I guess. Not a huge wave up there. Don't even know if that needs to be cleared, but it does kind of push the lane in directions. So, like what in directions that what I just said made no sense. So pay no attention to it. Essentially, if you clear all the enemies up here, it's gonna make your people not have any opposition and make them push really far. It's good for you. You never usually want minions pushing towards your base. It's usually never good. If your minions are pushing towards their base, it's usually what you want to do. Especially if you can have like waves approaching them on 3 different lanes. It's really hard to kind of defend against that. Okay. And I am leaving now because I saw Brand coming in. He'll probably do the flash play, to be honest, but I'm just gonna ping there just so people know. I'm going back to base. I'm not doing too greedy. Like, I could try go in there and maybe like poke a little bit, but no really reason to do that. No reason. Just guy wants us to report Cho'Gath. Yeah, well, that's probably not gonna happen. I'll be honest with you. I'm just straight up gonna tell you it's probably not gonna happen. I am playing ranked, by the way. Actually, I don't think I ever mentioned that so far. You know, I'd buy lifesteal, but I already have lifesteal. I have like 6% from the double Dorans. Double Dorans is good sometimes. If I go back and I need to buy something, another Doran's Blade is pretty good because it gives you even more lifesteal, some attack, and health. Just helps you in lane. However, what is going on with this build? Why is the ADC building Sunfire Cape and also Targon's Brace? I don't understand. This is really odd. I missed that, didn't I? I'm a terrible person. Okay. We have our W back up in a couple seconds. Oh, come on, movement speed. Ah, I miss again. Okay. Boom. I get him once. Okay. Caitlyn coming in? The tanky Caitlyn. The Tanklin. Apparently. Oh my goodness, I walked right into that one. Nocturne coming in, maybe. Eh. Walk around the pool. No swimming today, Morgana. I don't want to be swimming in no blue poles. Okay. I'm assuming they're going to be defending here. Maybe not. Apparently they aren't. And in fact, I have so much AD, I can just probably take down this tower. Maybe. Bam. I didn't know if Warwick was going to ult there, and if Warwick ulted, I was probably dead. That was a really poor play by them. I have no idea how they didn't stop me. Warwick had to click on me, unless he didn't have his ult up, in which case I kind of understand why he didn't do that, but we should be able to grab Dragon as well. Although Warwick is here, so there is a need to fear. Ouch. Ouch, no, no. Brand coming in. Oh, but this Nocturne just going ham. Look at him go. Look at that damage coming out. Alright, Caitlyn's gonna steal Dragon Probe. Nope. Oh, man. This Nocturne. Oh, my goodness. What a trooper. He, not only does he use his flash to get over the wall, but he actually follows up. He follows up on it and gets a kill. Good job. Tanklin. I'm still really confused. What does this build into? I mean, that builds into the shield item. And Bammy's Cinder, I don't know. It builds in the Sunfire Cape. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the Caitlyn build. I mean, I'm all for breaking the meta, but if you're playing ADC, you need to build damage. Whatchamacallit though? Whenever you do play ADC, some people build defensively, like Guardian Angel and stuff. I don't think Guardian Angel is that good of a buy on an ADC. If the only defensive item that I will ever build is a QSS, and that's because later in the game you can build that into a Scimitar, and that has a lot of AD and gives a really good unique active. But I don't know. Like a Guardian Angel doesn't give you any offensive stats. And let's face it, if you are the person that dies in a team fight, your team, even if you have Guardian Angel and you get back up, you died in a location that the enemy killed you in, and you're going to take a while to respawn, they're probably just going to kill you again, especially since you're not there. The ADC threat is gone, so like the enemy team is probably just going to collapse on your team, and if they kill like 2 of your members of your team, your team probably doesn't care if you have Guardian Angel. They're just going to leave you there, and you can just die again. That's essentially what happens half the time whenever you build that item. Morgana's in that bush, isn't she? I was gonna go straight into the bush, but because I saw her over there. Oh, she actually is right there. Nocturne, I'm helping ya. I'm coming to help. I'm en route to your location. Okay, I'll cut him off. Bam. Okay. Oh man, this Nocturne making these big, huge plays. Bam. I actually have like almost a Bloodthirster as far as lifesteal goes right now because I have 6% and 8%, so I have like 14%. It's kind of funny. I actually have that much. Just because I built the double Dorans. Okay. He does have the true damage, which I need to watch out for. I started building more towards Bloodthirster whenever I should have probably been building Last Whisper, which was a mistake on my part, sort of. I probably should have been building Last Whisper, to be honest. It's almost always a better build, just because it gives armor pen, and a lot of people build armor. And even if they don't build armor, then it's still pretty good. Bam! That Jinx ult. So good. Especially on those health stackers, because the closer you are to dying as far as health goes, it scales with, I think 80% of your missing health. Oh, it's 30% of the target's missing health. I was a little bit wrong on what I said there. Watch out for that, possibly that Warwick coming out with those big plays. I agree we should back. We are doing really good, and we can't afford to make any bad plays. I think at this point, though, we're really far ahead in most departments. So we can afford to possibly get some kills. Like, Shyvana died, but like, that doesn't really matter at this point. Our carries are fed, and that's really what matters. Shyvana's, like, you'd look at Shyvana and say that she's feeding, but I wouldn't even say that. Like, she's 1-6 with 7 assists, which means that she's doing her job decently well. She is going into team fights and dying. That sounds like a dumb thing, but like, that's kind of the front line's job. Like, they should just go into battle and they're diving into the enemy fight. So a lot of times if they get focused, which someone like Shyvana, who actually puts out damage, does, they will focus her and she might die, but effectively you still get the assists, and that's what matters. Also, she has 194 farms, so clearly she's doing something right. Something is being done. Anyway, I do have Last Whisper. I built it before I built Bloodthirster just because it scales way better. It gives half the attack damage, but it also gets rid of 30% of the opponent's armor, and that's before your armor pen goes into effect, which you probably aren't building on someone like Jinx because that's more of a... what's that one item called? Can't even think of what it's called. Yomo's Ghostblade. It's really good on people such as Lucian and Draven. I prefer it on. Shyvana is pushing and they don't even notice. Or maybe they do notice because like they're going back to do it, to get her right now. But if you can just get that inhib, that's ridiculous. Can she get it? I don't think she can. She's like, oh, she's really in a bad spot here. We have our team though. We might be able to make some big plays. I might actually want to build Quicksilver Sash here shortly because of the fact that it's going to start getting a little bit difficult to avoid all the crowd control coming out from the enemy team. Caitlyn has built 0 damage. Like, actually, like, literally. The enemy Caitlyn built Warmogs. Like, what is that? What is that build? I don't understand in what world that is a viable strategy. Like, the only person that is semi-tanky and still an ADC, and not even that good of an ADC either, is, what's his face? Urgot. And he's not even that good of an ADC, like I said. Like, he's more of like a mid lane top laner than anything else. Am I dead? I'm alive somehow. 17 HP. If Caitlyn ults me, though, I'm dead. Which would be a real big tragedy. I'm assuming they don't have vision here, so I'm just gonna go in this bush. Literally, guys, Caitlyn has built no damage. She built Doran's Blade, and then she built Static Shiv, which is, granted, an okay build on some people. I don't prefer Static Shiv first because it doesn't really give that much on the table as far as damage. You usually want damage first and then do other things. Warmogs is just stupid on an ADC. It's just dumb. Why would you build it? I don't know. But this person did. And they're just going to win the game. That is as simple as that. I think they can just win. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm ulting. I'm just going to ult in your general direction. I hope I get a kill. Can I get a kill? Bam. No, I didn't hit somebody low health. Dragon's up. I'm going to take it. I have Last Whisper, Bloodthirster, and Phantom Dancer. QSS is coming out next, by the way. Gives us the awesome active ability. And, I don't know if Caitlyn tried to steal that or something, but it didn't work. Caitlyn has no damage. I'm pretty sure even if she did try to steal that, she wouldn't have stole it because she has no damage and it wouldn't have done anything. I don't even know why I'm picking up blue at this point. I think it's maybe for cooldown reduction. I don't even know. It's not like Jinx has mana problems, but I mean, maybe I'll just be spamming those rockets all team fight. I just need... Ouch. 5 years later. Once the snare wears off, 5 years later. Nocturne says Ward Baron. I mean, pretty much if we got Baron, we just win. Also, they would probably just fight us at Baron because, like, they have to, kind of. Or they have to defend. Like, they kind of have to defend in their current situation, so we might as well just get Baron. And just go in. Oh, okay, Brandon's right here. Probably should try to kill some people before we get Baron. And if we can, that helps out a lot. Oh boy. Cho'Gath coming in here. Not like it really matters. I'm going with some rockets. Switch my minigun. Should we get Baron? No, never mind. Just end. I was gonna say. I was gonna say, you could get Baron just for the BM. But like, you already won. There's a Tanklin trying to stop us. I don't even know what this game is anymore. I mean, I told you it was a tank meta. And this person must have took that literally. Like literally every single lane is a tank in her world. So we'll just end this real quick. And we are now in Bronze 3 after completing this game. So good for me, right?